Liquid staking is a method of turning illiquid staked assets into liquid assets. This means that liquid staking gives these assets value while providing the same benefits as staking. The main benefit of liquid staking is that it frees up assets that would have otherwise been locked. There's so much more to learn about liquid staking, and this is the ultimate video guide to that. Just a short warning before that, we noticed that majority of our viewers are still not subscribed to our channel, and I think that's a shame. Click that subscribe button for weekly blockchain content in your YouTube feed, and let's get on with the video. It's impossible to decouple the popularity of liquid staking from the rise of proof-of-stake consensus mechanisms. A blockchain that uses proof-of-stake consensus mechanisms requires validators to stake a certain amount of tokens. The tokens also serve as insurance for validators who behave fraudulently or irresponsibly. The tokens of these validators will be slashed, which serves as a deterrence against dishonest behavior. However, this system has a significant drawback. Proof-of-stake requires validators to lock vast amounts of tokens to get a chance to validate on the chain. This is like keeping money in the savings account and locking it in hopes of interest. The problem with this is that there are usually more opportunities for these owners of these tokens to earn with their assets. Proof-of-stake stops them from using these opportunities, and many investors find this suboptimal. Aside from proof-of-stake, other DeFi ventures like lending require users to lock their tokens. Liquid staking is the crypto's ecosystem solution to this problem. The way liquid staking works is pretty simple. A liquid staking provider takes the tokens to be staked and stakes them on behalf of the owner. Then the provider provides a receipt, usually in the form of derivatives. These derivatives are equal to the staked tokens and can be traded or used as collateral elsewhere. The primary reason people liquid stake is because it allows them to spend or use their tokens while staking it. The biggest advantage of liquid staking is its immediate liquidity and how it allows investors to react to sudden market movements. The crypto market especially is notoriously unstable, so it's an important advantage for investors to have. Aside from providing immediate liquidity, liquid staking also protects users from certain risk associated with staking. Investors who stake through the normal process often delegate their tokens to a validator. This validator doesn't take control of the staked tokens, it's only delegated to them. The person the tokens are delegated to ideally keeps a share of the rewards for staking as a pay. However, the staked tokens are slashed when the validator suffers significant downtime and cannot validate correctly. This can cause significant losses to users. But this risk can be avoided when the tokens are delegated to liquidity providers. Liquidity pools often distribute staked tokens across different nodes, which means the potential losses from slashed tokens are spread across the pool. Another benefit of derivatives is that they make it easier for you to get your staked tokens back. Many blockchains have a mandatory waiting period for investors to unstake their tokens. Investors on Polkadot, for example, have to wait for a mandatory 28-day unbonding period to unstake their tokens. People who want to obtain their tokens immediately can simply swap them for original tokens on the regular market at a slight discount. Of course, liquid staking isn't without its risks. The primary risk of liquid staking is that the value of the derivatives may depeg from the value of the original tokens. The problem with derivatives is that they aren't automatically pegged to original tokens through algorithmic means. They trade freely on the market, and their prices are determined purely by market forces. This means that these derivatives may start selling for much lower than their original tokens during a bear market or a liquidity crunch. This isn't just a doomsday scenario either. Derivatives in the Terra ecosystem depegged almost simultaneously when the chain crashed. This led to millions of dollars in losses to investors. Another risk of liquid staking is that it provides a gateway to centralization. Liquidity pools that have access to many staked tokens can delegate these tokens to a number of stakers. If the pool gets big enough, it could centralize the governance of the blockchain and even take control of it. One more risk of liquid staking is usually a lack of excessive liquidity with derivatives. Ethereum, for example, has a daily trading volume that runs into billions of dollars. However, Lido-staked Ethereum, the largest liquid stake in derivatives, barely has a trading volume above $20 million per day. Therefore, investors must know the sort of market that they are entering and whether the derivatives they get will cause a crunch in liquidity. Finally, liquidity staking is primarily executed on smart contracts. This means that investors risk getting swindled by signing defective smart contracts. That's why it's important to use liquidity providers with strong market reputation or cross-check the smart contract if possible. Now, investors who want to try their hands out at liquid staking should first stake with popular and large protocols. While these protocols aren't infallible, they're still carrying relatively smaller risks. Some blockchains, like Cardano, enable liquid staking by default. However, others, like Polkadot and Solana, rely on third-party projects to facilitate their liquidity staking. Ethereum has the highest value in both staked and liquid staking tokens. Ethereum also has several liquid staking providers. These providers include Lido Finance, Rocket Pool, Frax Finance, Cream, StakeHound, Anchor Staking, and Stakewise. You can read in detail about each of them in the DailyCoin article linked in the description below. Liquidity staking is quite popular on the Ethereum blockchain for a few reasons. The first is that Ethereum can only be staked in 32 Ethereum increments and cannot be unstaked until the Shanghai upgrade. This means that people who want to unstake their Ethereum would need to get Ethereum derivatives through liquid staking and then exchange them to the regular market. Another reason liquid staking has become so popular on Ethereum is that Ethereum stakers cannot delegate their tokens to a validator. The validator must have custody of the tokens before they can be staked. This means that liquid staking pools have to play a bigger role in lowering the barrier for new investors to enter the staking business. Now, is liquid staking safe? Like every investing strategy in the crypto ecosystem, liquid staking has its benefits and disadvantages. If done properly, investors can earn a lot of money using their stake tokens and their derivatives. However, the reverse can also be the case. Unfavorable market conditions can cause massive losses for investors who liquid stake. It's important to understand that liquid staking still carries some element of risk and is certainly riskier than regular staking. But DeFi is a financial market and additional risks usually come with additional benefits. Thanks for staying with me till the very end, and I'll see you in the next video.